What's up? What's up? What's up, good people? I'm Champion Yogi, and I'm here to bring you a quick core routine to get your core muscles working. All right. So we're not gonna do yoga today. Not exactly. We're gonna use some yoga movements because I love movements and I love yoga. So I'm gonna work them in with you today. But we're not exactly gonna do a yoga flow. We're just gonna use some of those movements to strengthen our core. Today, the main focus of our movements is gonna be that boat pose. Okay. So we're gonna take that boat pose, mix it in a couple of ways, and we work it out to make sure we get nice and strong in all of the core muscles, low abs, upper abs, obliques, all of that is going to get involved in this work today. So make sure you're paying attention and make sure you're respecting your body and doing it on your level. Now, without further ado, let's get started. At first, we're going to come nice and long onto the mat. And remember, before we get into any type of explosive movements, before we get into any type of movements at all, you always want to prep your body and get yourself ready to go before we move into anything. So that means warm up. You need at least 3 to 5 minutes to warm your body up. Some of us 3 minutes, some of us 5 minutes, some of us maybe 7 to 8 minutes. Maybe you're in a really cold space and you need to give yourself a little bit more. Respect your body, give it what it needs. Make sure you get nice and warm, get that good tingly feeling, a little bit of sweat starting to come in, or at least the tingle of the sweat starting to come in, right? You feel the body rate starting to get high, you fanning yourself a little bit. You're usually in a good space, your body has started to get warm. Now, in order to get warm for these movements, we're going to start with two simple movements. You can use them as much as you need to, or you can use any other movements that you'd like to warm up your core. I'm just giving you a couple of examples. Don't put yourself in a box because this is what I said, okay? So maybe you start right here and just bring your hands down, and we start with the right foot, left foot. We're just going to bring the right foot up and then bring the left foot up, taking your time. Exhale as you lift the foot and inhale as you lower the foot down. So you want to inhale to make the belly bigger, exhale to make the belly smaller, right? So smaller, the leg can come closer. Bigger, the leg can come down and take up that space, right? So get you a couple of these, about 30 seconds to a minute. The quad muscles might start feeling it. The core might start feeling a little bit, but that's how you know you're starting to work into that space, getting what you need out of the practice, all right? Your second warm up is going to bring those heels in and take those heels back out long. It's up to you how much you get into this, okay? Hands up, hands down. If you need a little bit of support for your balance, keep your hands down. But if you want a little bit more challenge to warm yourself up a little bit quicker, bring the hands up and have them into that space, okay? So bring the heels in right here and then take those heels back out right there. Try not to crash down, right? Remember, your body is fragile. Your body is important. Your body is the only one that you get. So you don't want to do anything to break yourself, right? So if you're taking it in and taking it back out, but you're like, what does he mean? Try not to crash down. I'm crashing down every single time. Slide your feet, right? Don't extend them all the way out. Don't lift them off the mat. Just slide them all the way out and slide them back in. And in that way, you're not necessarily crashing back down, but you're still getting that core work. You're still getting that quad work, and you're not missing out on anything. So that way, it works out for you. Make sure your workouts always work out best for you. And when you get to the point where they're no longer feeling it, it's not quite as intense anymore, then take it to the next level and start pushing even harder if you want to. If you're good where you are, you're good where you are. All right. So now, first thing that we're working through today from our boat pose is our paddle boat. I call it paddle boat. Don't really know what it's called, but it kind of looks like you're riding a bicycle. So let's work on it together. We're going to bring the feet in and take the arms long. Now, when the arms come long, you want them about as high as your shoulder. So shoulder, elbow, wrist, all the way through the fingers. You want that height about there. Does it have to be perfect? No. Maybe it's a little low. Maybe it's a little high. Doesn't matter. But in this range is going to make sure those shoulders will get that nice, good engagement as well. Get a little bit of work there, and also keeping that core muscle working. You want to make sure you keep your body pressing forward and not hollowing out, pulling the chin into the chest, trying to keep it up and keep it going. If you need to come down and take a break, come down and take a break. And coming down and take a break is a really good thing. That means your body got to work, you got good, and you don't need any more than that. So just acknowledge the fact that you're in a good space, and that's great. But keep that chest forward as we get into this, okay? So right here, hips down, bringing the feet in, taking the hands forward, rotate the palms down, and then close the fist like you're holding on to those handlebars, okay? You want to keep the hands about as wide as your shoulders. Try not to let them come together. Try not to let them go all wide apart. Keep them right into this comfortable space. Relax those shoulders down, and this is going to give you the space between your shoulders to let your knees and your feet continue that cycle, okay? Start to lean back a little bit, bringing the weight back a little bit over your hips, and that's going to help you get the feet to start to rise up. And then from here, we're just going to start to pedal those feet. Pedal, 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 pedal. Trying to keep the knees together. And remember, try to press the heel away from you as you ride. Keep that chest pressing forward. Keep looking over those knees and keep your eyes on the toes. Remember, slow down a little bit if the movement is a little too much, but keep up that pace if you like keeping up that pace. It's completely up to you how fast or how slow you go. Now, here's your modification for our first round. When we get into that pedal boat, if pedaling the feet is too much for you in the beginning, or maybe halfway through the time period, it becomes a little bit too much for you. You need to switch out and go to the modified version. Both of those are great, but if you need to, just take what you need. Okay, so from here, hands down, hands closed, and we're taking a foot up, down, foot up, and switch. Foot, switch, foot, switch. And we just take it from here, right? A little bit more gentle, but the core muscles are still hitting. You're still keeping it nice and lifted. You're still working those quads. You're still going to feel that burn. So don't let that intimidate you at all. Just allow yourself to keep working, keep pushing, and I promise you all is coming if you keep working. Our second movement is our boat to low boat. So we're going to extend the body all the way out to get into that low boat. That boat is coming up to here. Now remember, with boat pose, if you want to take your feet all the way up nice and straight, you're always allowed to do that. If that's in your practice and you appreciate doing that, feel free to do that. But that's not the one we're working with today. We're working with these bent knees today, right into the space, and then we're going to go into our low boat. You extend the legs down long, try to get the feet to come close to the mat. You lay the back, and you try to get your shoulders and your head to come close to your mat as well. Only the hips are touching the mat. If you need your heels to touch down, that's perfectly okay. And also, I got that modification coming for you. So let's see what that looks like first. Right here in this boat, hands are up, nice and long from the shoulders. The chest is pushed forward, and we extend and hold for just a quick second. Pull in and hold for just a quick second. Extend. Hold for just a quick second. Pull in. Hold for just a quick second, right? So that's going to be our boat to low boat. We're going to do that a few times as well, and then we'll move on to the third routine. Now, I know what you're thinking. Where's your modification? Here it comes right here. If you need to bring those hands down to the floor, that's going to support your balance a lot, right? Also, remember I said if you need to touch those heels down to the floor, touch those heels down, and then slide them back in and extend them back out and lift one foot up at a time. That's going to give you that support. Let's see what that looks like, right? So when we're here, we're like, whoa, it's too much. All right, so we bring it down here, take the heels down, we slide it down and lay back just a little, and pull it in, lay back just a little. The more your hands come behind you, the more you're going to support your upper body and your core muscles and have yourself in that good space. So you can be here, or you can even take one foot up as you pull in like this, right? And that's going to give you a little bit left side, nice, and then right side, nice. So take the level that works out best for you. Do it the way it feels good to your body, but also make sure you're giving your body that necessary push. If you're not feeling anything the whole time, you're not working anything the whole time either. And you're trying to strengthen your core, and you're trying to make sure you get those good rock solid abs, right? So that's our second thing. Our third thing that we're going through is our boat to reverse table. Now, with reverse table, you're going to bring the heels down, bring the toes down, take your hands back behind you, and then lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Now, when we get into this space, let's start working on it right here. We're going to bring those feet up. We're right in that boat. The important thing is you bring your hands down behind your hips. You want your fingertips just a little tiny bit behind your hips, so that way you're in a good space. And remember, you don't want the fingertips to go backwards behind you. You want to bring them forward. Now, if you bring them forward, that gives you the strength to be able to push yourself forward without really having to open your shoulders a whole lot, but there's still going to be a little bit of shoulder opening happening here, okay? So let's see what that looks like. Right here, feet up, bring the fingertips down, bring the heels down, press the hips forward, lift it all the way up. Good. And then bring those hips right back to where they started. Your fingertips give you that marker to know where they were. Reach back forward. Let the feet come up and hold. Good. Bring the fingertips down. Heels down. Press it forward and lift. Good. Lower it down. Hands forward. Feet come back up and hold. Good. Heels down. One more time. Hands back. Press. Lift. Hold. Hips down. Hands forward. Feet rise back up. Good, good, good. Now, you're looking for the modification? It's just one foot coming up instead of both feet coming back up, okay? So when you come back to that boat pose, just let one foot come up and then bring it all the way back down. Go nice and slow. Take your time. It doesn't matter how many we do. I'm not giving you a rep count. You can do 1,000 in 30 seconds if you want to. You can do 4 in 30 seconds if you want to. The most important thing is to understand what's happening to your body. Feel that control as you go through and stay in a space that feels good to you, right? You're going to get the work that you necessarily need, and you're going to be able to push a little bit harder, especially if you get to the end and feel like I didn't really get anything out of that, right? So then, you just push a little bit harder next time and you'll get it out of that. Every exercise works. It's just about whether you put it into it or not. All right. So that's our routine. That's our 3 movements. You ready to get into it? I'm going to start a timer over here real quick. Get us about 30 seconds on the clock so we can start with those paddle boats. Jump in with me if you want. Keep the routine recorded. Use it at your own discretion. Share it with a friend. Invite some people over. Have a big old party. A boat party, a yacht party, right? All right, let's do it. So right here, nice and long. Feet come down. Hands come forward. Palms are down. Find those handlebars. Start to lean back. We're going to go in 3, 2, and 1. Lift the feet and start to pedal. Take your time. Nice and slow. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. 30 seconds, not going to come fast. I know it usually seems like it's going to come fast, but it's not going to come fast. You take that pedal nice and slow. Keep control. Breathe. Don't panic. Try not to go too fast. Try to stay under control. Remember, if you need to bring one heel down at a time, that's also a good space. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we're going to go take a quick break. Breathe, 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 and breathe. Now, we're going to go into that low boat right here. Let's go in 3, 2, and 1. Extend out. Long. Hold. Pull it all the way back in. Hold. Good. Squeeze and extend. Nice. Pull in, hold. Squeeze and extend. Pull in and hold. We're about halfway. Keep it going. Extend. Nice. Pull it in and hold. One more. Extend. Nice. Pull it in and hold. I got time for another extension. I'm going to take it. Good. And down. There's our timer. I know you hear it. Breathe. 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 And breathe. We're going to go again in 5, 4, reverse table this time. 2, and 1. Let's lift those hips up. Take them up nice and high. Stack. Good. Bring it all the way back down. Hips down, hands forward. Rise up to that boat and hold. Good. Heels down, toes down, hands behind you. Rise up. Hips come down. Heels come up. Hands come forward and hold. Nice. Heels come down. Hands behind you, lift it up. Remember, keep that marker with your fingers so you can bring those hips right back to your fingertips and rise all the way back up. Try to keep those knees squeezed together. Try to find that core engagement. All right. Woo. That's all 3 exercises. That's 1 round. You guys gonna do it with me for 1 more round? We're gonna take it. I'm gonna add on to that minute so we can have all 90 seconds. This time we're going to push it all the way through. No breathing, no stopping, no breaks. Going from one to the other. Push, push, push. Have a bunch of fun. We're going to go again. Let's do it. We got 5. We got 4. We're going to do it in 3. Here we go for 2. Get in position for 1. Take the hands forward and ride it out. We got 30 seconds and it's 27 seconds left. Keep pedaling. Keep the chest up. Look over those toes. Press the heel away from you. Try to keep those arms up at the shoulder height. Pedal, pedal, pedal. 15 seconds left on these pedals. Don't give up on me. Keep it going. If you need to bring the heels down, but do not give up. We're going for 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's take it to the low boat. Extend. Hold. Bring it in. Hold. Extend. Hold. Bring it in. Hold. Extend. Hold. Bring it in. And we're holding. We keep that movement going. Let the core work. Feel what's happening to your body. Roll it all the way through. Extend. Good. 5 more seconds. Pull it in. Hold. I got 1 more. Good. And pull it in and hold. We're going to take it straight to the reverse table. Fingertips behind you. Rising up. Nice. Bring it back down. Good. Find that boat and hold. Bam. Nice. Bring it down. Hands behind you. Lift it up and hold. Good. Bring it back down. Exhale on the way down. Find that comfortable space. 15 seconds. We're almost there. I know you feel it happening. I know the quads are burning. And they're screaming, but they're not screaming at you. They're screaming at me. So don't worry about it. Keep it moving. We got 3, 2, one. All good. Take it down. Be done with it. Let it all go. Remember, I told you I'm gonna give you 2 rounds. I'm gonna leave it up to you to take that third round. If you want to break in between the rounds, break in between the rounds. If you want to push it straight through, let that core burn. Let that core burn. Accountability. It always has to be up to you. No matter who you hire, no matter who you work with, it always has to be up to you. Speaking of who you hire, if you want to do some private sessions with me, feel free to go to my website, sign up for some private sessions. We can work on things like this, a whole bunch of other things, your yoga practice. We can talk to you about how your body moves and make sure we get something that works specifically for you. I got a bunch of retreats coming up if you're looking to come and flow with me in person somewhere on the planet. It's going to be great. So always keep your eyes open. Reach out to me if you're looking for what's going on. I'm always available on Instagram, TikTok as long as we have it, YouTube right here, and through my website. Feel free to reach out, match up with me. Let's get together and do some work together, okay? I hope you had fun. I did. And I always enjoy bringing it to you. I'm going to bring you guys more stuff coming here soon. But until then, I leave you with light, love, and peace. Namaste.